Hi everyone. Welcome to what we have a workshop now, and this workshop is thanks to Sudan's Tech for at the last moment they are happy to host me on this, as well as we are also doing something really awesome for HackACode that is going to be one type of a surprise, and there is also a lot of goodies here. There is a huge surprise from Anmol here, and okay, so Anmol, do you want to tell something?
Yeah, so hello everyone. My name is Anmol Rishi. I am currently the managing director at Sudan's Tech. So yeah, we collaborated with Praveen for this awesome workshop on React. Like React is one of the trendiest languages which in a web development. So yeah, we contacted Praveen about this and collaborated for this workshop. Hope you guys learn from this workshop. And yeah, there's a surprise at the end of the workshop. So do connect it till the end. Thank you.
And we know that there is also going to be a lot of hackathon related stuff that's going on. So for HackACode also, we will be discussing something nice. And Anmol, thanks for agreeing to come in and step in at the last moment. And thank you so much. So how many of you, the question is simple. So as the title says, okay, we are missing Avinash a lot. So once he's back, he's still traveling and coming. Hope he comes safely with alive. So coming to our the main question of the day: how many of you would like to create a CV or a resume using React? So React is mainly used for component-based application and those kind of things, but you can also do a lot of different awesome things with React as well. So if you ask me, I'm the most laziest guy in the whole world. So if I work for like 5 minutes, I'm expecting an output of like half an hour work. So to that level, React will help me build a lot of things for me. So what we are going to do today is we will pick up a JSON data and then we will convert it into a nice, awesome resume. So that's exactly what we are going to do. And everything will be from scratch. And we will be using some online IDEs, and also we will be using. Is my voice and video everything clear for those who are listening on the chat? Please message me. Yeah. So that's exactly what I was trying to say. And one more thing is we will be learning everything from scratch. It's going to be from scratch, and a small prior experience to React, how it works, etc., might help you. But with that knowledge, what you can do, that exactly is what we are going to do now. Thanks, Anupama. Thanks, Sheikh. And thanks for the new people who have come, Akanksha and others, Rotatech. Thanks for coming, and please give this video a like and subscribe so that it motivates people like me to do a lot of things. And in case of any lagging or anything that YouTube does for me, just make sure you just refresh the page and it should be all right. So the internet connection is perfect here, and let's go on. Can you all tell me what exactly is your experience with React? Have you got a good experience? Are you a beginner, or you're like completely zero about React? Let's start from this. And what we will be doing is we will be using a online IDE for this. It is called as Code Sandbox, and I'll show you a lot of tips and tricks on how to make things work with React and stuff like that. And we will also try to look into an open source CV kind of a thing, a CV template or something like that, and then try to use that for this. Okay. So we have some beginners. We have someone who made a to-do list. Great. Going great. That's nice. Anyone else about your experience? And yes, you can connect with me on LinkedIn, and I would be always available to answer something or like teach something in case if you're interested. And we do have this HackACode hackathon going on along with hey, Anmol, there is something happening in Sudan's Tech as well, right? We had Hack the Mountains, and
yeah, we have Hack the Mountains, which was a second version of Hack the Mountains. So it was a huge success. Many people participated, and there were huge giveaways between the hackathon and many workshops and many learnings. So yeah, it was a successful hackathon. Hoping to have next version next year.
following that success, we have got something new as well. So there is HackACode. Go check out the description for the link, and it's going to be really awesome. It's going to be like internship based hackathon. This is something like first of a kind which I'm trying to work on. Like, let's see how it goes, and then we'll see what we can do, if this is going to come in a better way, or will it be as successful as Hack the Mountains. Okay, so coming to the comments, a lot of people have been beginners. Okay, cool, nice. So let's make this whole video a beginner friendly live stream. So without further delay, I'm gonna start sharing my screen. And okay, I believe a lot of people are new to this stream, right? So let me introduce myself properly. So hey everyone, my name is Praveen. I'm originally from Chennai, India, and I'm a full stack JavaScript specialist, JavaScript developer specializing on React and Node.js. And I'm working on one of the top 2 banks in the UK. So I keep saying that I'm a full stack developer. So what is a full stack developer without a website? Boom, Praveen.science. This is my website, and it looks like this. Since we are also talking about web portfolio and other things, we should also tell about like each and every one of you should do a portfolio like this. This is my kind request to every one of you here. And this shows anyone who is visiting my website what all things I do, what all hats I wear, etc. And here's where you can stalk me, give me a friend request on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, connect with me on LinkedIn, whatnot. I do have my YouTube channel as well. That's where you are also looking at my video right now. And here's a simple appearance about the website. So there is a small introduction section where I have said a lot of things, and then there are like my small profile. Then if you want to hire, you can hire. And here's my here's my experience. In case if you don't have an experience, just skip this part and go to the education section. And then what I did here is just copy and paste all the contents from my brochure. And finally, coming to these numbers, all these numbers are made up numbers, so don't worry about that. And one thing about the portfolio which I wanted to talk is, so this is something which I did a long back, like maybe 10 years ago in 2010. And this is in 2011, this is in 2012. So whatever you do, even if it is a small thing, please try to flaunt it in your social networks and other places. The reason is, you can see how you have improved upon time. So this was 2010, and see, this is the latest one. See how I have, these are the last 3 projects versus this is the first 3 projects which I did. So you can see how I have improved over time. So this is something which I want you all to do. And one more thing is, do you like teaching others? The first step is to write a blog. So I write my blog here. I try to teach a lot of things on technology, but nowadays I started doing YouTube videos, so I stopped blogging. But the good part about writing blogs is like it will improve your written communication skills. That's what you will be using a lot in your life, right? So make sure you do that. And this is what people talk behind my back. And here's how you can talk behind my back. So that's about a quick introduction about my myself. And let's look into my development environment, and we'll see what exactly we need to do to make sure your development environment looks good as mine. So if you go to Google and type in Praveen Dev Environment, so your first link that you would be getting is this, my personal development environment. So in this, you'll be able to see what all things that I'm using. So I'm using a Macintosh machine and Mac OS. It's a slightly old Mac OS. It's 2015 late model. And I use a browser, which is Google Chrome, because it gives me all the development tools out of the box. Zoom for all the communication. Even right now, I'm in Zoom. Git is for going back in time in case if I mess up something in the code. Item2 and OMZSH are Unix-based terminal replacement, so they are really good, worth checking it out. Sublime Text was an old version 2 was an old text editor that I was using for my HTML needs. Now I started using VS Code for everything because it's getting more and more better. VirtualBox, Vagrant, Squatchbox. Virtual machines for running LAMP stack, which is really cool. Pro version is really good, and now the Pro version is free as well. And coming to our main thing, Node.js. Node.js is the JavaScript runner, and it is going to help us in running JavaScript based code. And other things are like awesome things. But yeah, Typora is really good in terms of like if you want to create a what do you call this? If you want to create a README document or something like that, this is really good. So README, and you can actually see how it is actually coming up. It gives you like a Microsoft Word kind of an interface. So for example, hey hackers, and then if I try to do a bold, so it automatically writes the code for you as well. So this is the markdown code which you can copy and paste in Stack Overflow, GitHub, wherever GitHub flavored markdown is supported. So that's about Typora, and let's quit this one. And then finally, coming to Visual Studio Code, I have been using a couple of extensions here, and I would suggest you all to use the same extensions as well. And in case if you want to do this, so I have also created a dot file here, which you can just copy and paste, and you can just take my settings on your machine within a couple of clicks. So that's about my current application setup, my development environment setup. And let's go to let's start doing the coding part. Before that, we need to also find out if there is any nice single page resume is available on the internet. So single page CV, single HTML CV. Let's see. So there is someone who has put simple HTML resume. This looks extremely simple. So let's not use this. So these things are like, I believe these are very much crazy to create. Let's see if we have this one. Okay, there is only one file. I guess it's a simple file, I guess. So let's try to look into that. It says srtv9. So if I try opening this one, it has got one CSS file, it has got one HTML file, it has got srt as a picture, it has got ttab, some crazy things. So let's try to open this one. So since the other person, Avinash, is not here. Avinash was planning to do some nice hard work on this one, but unfortunately he's still on the way, I believe. So let's wait for him. But yeah, so this is what we have. We will be using, or this. Should we still try to look at other single page CVs? Let's look at the comments. Oh wow, so many comments. Okay, so excited, all clear, great, nice. Hey Tushar, thanks for coming in. My study, Akanksha, beginner. Okay, great. My study, yes, there will be some swags or something, some special information from Anmol. Let's see. Hey, we'll see. Akanksha, why is it? Is everything clear? Thanks, Sudhir. Just give me a second. Okay, so let's have a quick look at other CVs if we have something. So let's see if there's anything else. Even this looks really nice. There is also this one page. This is premium. Why can't we get something really nice? Let's have other things. So we have some nice CVs as well, nice resume as well, but I'm not sure if this is really free. Any suggestions from the comments from you all? Oh, okay, got it. Hey Sonali, hey Sudhir. Yeah, I guess, Akanksha, I can try zooming in a bit. Yeah, thanks, Robin. Let me see if I'm able to create something really awesome. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and share it with everyone you know. Okay, there are not many single page CVs, single page resumes here. Let me try to look into it again. What I can do now is, the easiest way which I can do is, let me see if I could find something on CodePen. So site codepen.io and single, okay, resume. Let's see if this something works. Okay, pens tagged with resume. Oh wow, look at this one. Should we take this? What do you say? Hey, Wix site is like one of the most, they are doing the worst things, because so Wix is already replacing all our web developers. Wait, no is the answer from Shaikh. Why Shaikh? Is it not good? Is this not good? Okay, let me look at other things. Let's see this one. It says professional resume or personal resume. Is it okay? This has okay. This is a very basic one. Has got a lot of certificates, and it is just a. And actually, it looks good. Everything is in Arabic, which I don't read. Okay, there is a responsive HTML plus whatever. I really like the first one, the school digital CV. This really looks good. Okay, let's have a quick look at this one. So what have they done here in the JS part? They have done something, but this actually looks good, right? What do you think about this one? This profile looks really good, right? It's good green one. Damn, I'm actually colorblind. Anmol, can you help me in this one? Hey, we have Avinash here.
Yeah, we have Avinash here, and I think green one looks. The first one which you showed was nice.
This one.
Yeah.
This is the green one, right? Okay. Cool. Okay, what does this mean? Like, what are these people doing here? There is a pop-up and other things, is it? Oh, wait, look at this one. There are like so many pages here. Okay, cool. So I did not see this one. This looks actually cool, but yeah, this could be complicated because we are trying to look at something that doesn't have much of the JavaScript, but all the whole CV here, this one has a lot of JavaScript in it. I guess this would not be the right choice, but this looks really cool. Let me look into this. But how about this one? Shall we take something simple? Or
yeah, I guess we should go with the other one. It looks great and it's simple also. So I have also considered this one in my choice. So let's go with this.
So the only thing that we need to look into is this particular skills part, something they have done. So, okay, later on we'll just find it out. So the first thing that we want here is they have got font awesome CSS. Okay, so first thing which I'm going to say is, how are we going to create a React development environment online? So if you type in react.new, this will create a new code sandbox, which is based out of React. So I'm just going to send this link to everyone in the chat as well. So you see this one, this gives you like a complete, React based experience. Like it's completely React based experience. I'm just going to press save, and then it automatically forks the sandbox. This is our own site, and this is our own website that we can access as well. So So let's try to copy one by one from this to that. That's exactly what we are going to do. And let me try to put the code here for you. I know, right? The green one was really cool. Seriously, it was really nice. So react.new, that is the website that you need to look into. So that will create the IDE for you.
So if I heard right in the beginning, you mentioned that we will be using actually JSON, and from the JSON we will convert it to a resume.
Exactly.
So I'm pretty excited for the JSON part.
Great. So that is what we are going to do. We are, see, literally, you just came in the right time, Avinash, as well, and others who have just joined. Look at this one. So we are going to start from extremely nothing. So for example, what I'm going to do is, I'm not even going to use the states right now. So let's go with the export default app. So far there is nothing here. Const app equal to, I'm just putting hello hackers. Any questions with this code? There is like literally nothing in this one. So I'll just put zoom in a bit so that everyone is able to see it in a better way. I hope. Is the code, is the fonts clear? Yes, Sandeep. We are going to use resume. Sorry, we are going to use this particular resume, and then yes, Tushar, you can actually use the same code, which the link is given here. So cool. So Sandeep and whoever just joined, what we are trying to do is we are trying to create a resume which is something like this. Okay, and the good part about it is you can be lazy. Okay, so being a lazy person, what I would generally do is I have a JSON data with me. Okay, with that JSON data, I'm just going to create this whole thing with all the colors and all these things as well. Let's see how best we can do this. Okay, that's exactly what I'm going to try to do, and let's do it this way, one by one. Okay, so here we could see that they have actually used the Poppins URL here. Sorry, Poppins font. So what I'm going to do here is in this link, I'm going to add link and add this Poppins. Okay, that looks, it worked. So the good part is like we will be working with React. React has got a totally a different way of doing things. So the first thing is I'm going to go to the index.html, which is the public index page. Here's where I'm going to add all these things that we are looking for. So this is going to be a JSON resume. By the way, we can create JSON resume. Nice, right? Cool. We need to do a standardization form for the JSON as well, but yeah, let's do it later. And it's going to be responsive JSON resume. So let's make it as responsive JSON resume. And you can actually access this through this link. I'm going to put the link, the output link here. Demo. Okay, link for that particular resume. Okay, so we are going to flick this resume. So source is from this. Okay, cool. So what we are going to do now is we will open the source resume. And here we have got this meta tag. That's fine. Title has been done. So here they have used Font Awesome style sheet, which we need. Then we have Poppins style sheet that we need. Then these things, I don't think we need anything. So we will just copy just this alone and then add them here. Okay, cool. So this is the first one is the Poppins font. Second one is this particular style sheet for fonts. First one is Font Awesome font and second one is Poppins font. Two fonts we have added. Then we have got jQuery. We don't need to see jQuery is like Coca-Cola and Mentos for React. So jQuery and React is like Coca-Cola and Mentos. So if you join both of them, then you know what will happen. Okay, cool. So these things we don't need anything like this. So we start from this div class container and it goes on till this whole thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just copy everything from here. And then instead of putting it here, what I'm planning to do is I'll switch on my VS Code once. Sorry, if it is very smaller, please adjust. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to select everything that says class equal to. Okay. So all these class equal to will be changed into class name equal to, because in React, we will be writing it in the JavaScript file. So all these things are JavaScript files. So if you write something that is a keyword in React, it is going to mess up. So class is a keyword in JavaScript, so we'll be changing it. And there will be other places where there could be a image tag. And this image, look at it, as expected, it is not self-closed. So these are some things that we should be aware of. And once we have done all these things, we have checked everything. See, even BR tags are supposed to be vulnerable. So let's try to fix all the BR tags as well. Do we have any HR tags? Nope. Cool. I believe this one looks fine to me. I'm just going to cut everything. And then instead of this app, I'm just going to paste it here. Okay, that did not work. Unexpected token. Why? What is messed up? There are two possible reasons. This one would not be the complete HTML, like it could contain multiple parts. So let's try to see if something is messed up. So I'm just going to do format document. Okay, formatter says some error is there, which means we have got unexpected closing div tag. Okay, so this is in line number 176. Okay, now if I remove that and paste it here, format again. Okay, it has formatted. Seems like it worked. So what I'll do is I'll just copy this one. So that could be the reason. So all we need to do is remove one div tag and save it. Nothing. Okay, so there are some data attributes here. So data attributes are not supported in React as well. So what we need to do is we need to get rid of the data attributes too. So let's format it once again. And then if anything that has a data attribute, damn. So we need to get rid of all these data attribute things. So if I cut it and if I paste it here, says data t non-provident. Oh, yeah. Okay, that is not what I was expecting. There was something that is not correct. Okay, this one, it took it. This is fine. This is actually fine. So we'll just give this here and we'll put something like placeholder. And I know there is a placeholder here, so we can just get rid of that. Okay, cool. So we just learned that React doesn't support data attributes as well. So data attributes should be given in a totally different way. Let's try what is happening now. Again, it says, oh, okay, I guess I messed up again. So these are the different ways you can mess up things. Okay, so here's the person placeholder and stuff like that. So I guess for this one, I should have done something totally in a different way. So what exactly happened here? So if I remove this placeholder stuff, it was supposed to be something like this. Okay, so that's this div. Okay. One format document. Cool. This is now formatted, I believe, at least now. So let's try saving it. Bam, that worked. So we got the HTML part of things here. So in the meantime, I'll just have a quick look at the comment section. Single component for a whole resume. No, it's not a good practice. But when you try to copy and paste, definitely you might need to do something First, you need to copy and paste it. Then we will be, disembarking everything one by one. So that's what we are going to do. So here's our container. Here's our image and all these things. It doesn't have an alt. So let's give an alt and give our name or something like that, which looks perfectly fine. Now, what we are going to do is this images. Okay. So let me try getting an image of mine okay. Who wants to put your image here? Whose image should I take it? Anyone?
This is a nice chance for you guys. Yeah.
Yes,
if I was in the audience, I would have opted first.
Yeah. Sandeep, where is your picture, man? It just shows yes in your comments. At least you don't have your YouTube picture up.
I guess we have three people.
Tushar's picture is there, so I'm just going to take Tushar's picture. So here is what you see in Tushar's picture. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this S32 thing so that I can get this. Dude, seriously, this picture. All right. Yeah, it looks retro. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the image and use imgur.com, and then imgur is a good CDN to use for your image things. So let's use this image, and we'll just make sure that this image is not more than 100 KB. It's 221 KB, completely not acceptable. So I'm just going to put a L filter. So it is just 25 KB now. Great. So let's use this. So something to learn is like use imgur for all the CDN purposes. So let's paste it here. Boom. So that's how the image looks like. Now we have our name and all these things are perfect now. So this placeholder thing, this is not right. Okay, we can do that. So let's add all these things. Let's put something like this. Cool. Any problems so far? Nope. There are no syntax errors. If I refresh this page, nope, no problem. Looks perfectly fine now. So what we are going to do now is, let me also have a quick look at the chats. Okay. Cool then. I believe YouTube actually doesn't allow you to post links in case, Sandeep, if you have posted some link or something like that. Sorry about that, man. So we already got our hero who is Ekaterina Antonova. Sorry, man. What is your name, Tushar? All right. So now the first thing that we want to do is we want to, make everything like component based. So there is a left component, there is a right component. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new file called as left or maybe sidebar.js. And then there will be another component that I'm going to do. It's called main.js. Okay. So for the sidebar.js, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to again use my VS Code and remove everything. Don't save. So here I'm going to do it as React. And then I wanted a functional component. So this is a functional component, a quick and dirty functional component. This is sidebar. So I'm just going to copy this whole thing, put it over here. Okay. So I don't need React from React anymore. So this is sidebar. Okay. And then instead of sidebar, I want the main. Okay. So I'm just going to copy and paste here again. So let's go to our main, paste it here, main. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I will go back to my app.js and then I'll take this whole of sidebar and then paste it on the page. So sidebar.js, replace the whole thing with this. Again, we will be doing a lot of different things. So now this thing needs to be added here. So what I'm going to do is import, sidebar, auto import, boom, that's done. So now we do have this styles.css. Right, we need to fix the styles now. So let's go to the styles.css. It shows some bullshitting styles. So what we will do is let's try finding out where is our styles. Yes, our styles are here. Is this CSS or a CSS? It is CSS. Now you are up for a magic, really. So if I remove everything and save it here, boom. Cool, right? So if we try to make it bigger or something like that, oh, okay. Make it as bigger as possible. So you can see that it is looking really good. Like we have got what exactly we wanted. Okay, so let's start building the components and other things. We will forget about the styles now. Sidebar is done. Sidebar is done in the sense from the app, we have done the sidebar. The next thing is this right side thing. So let's cut this whole thing and then let's go to the main.js instead of this. Bam. So remember, there is a lot more to do now. Like it's not just this. So you will be seeing a lot of things that we will be doing now. So let's start with the main auto import. Yes, boom. So far, how's the website coming up or the resume site coming up? Looks perfect. So it is the same way like how we want it to work and it looks good. So we have got all these language bars and other things and it looks really fine. Cool. So far, okay. Any questions? Anything that you wanted? Yes, go on.
I got so many questions. So
go on. Ask one by one.
Yeah. Okay. So what I'm understanding from as I already mentioned that this JavaScript and web is not my domain, but I'm still here to learn new things because always open to learn. So as I can see that first you have this resume, then you create a different components. Like if we take a look at this resume, the picture part and the content details, these are on the left side and the other detail on the right side. So you created two different JS. One is called left and other is called right. So can you show me the linking part?
So what I have done is I have just split the content into different files. For example, if you see the sidebar, the left sidebar, I have imported it like this and I have used it like this. Inside the sidebar, what I have done is I have done just in a return statement, have given everything inside this. Still, these things need to be again and again, they have to be componentized. So that is what I have done so far. The same way with the main JS as well. So here also we can do multiple components. There could be an about component. There could be, this is profile. This is experience. This is professional skills. This is interest. There are 4 components that can happen here. And then in this sidebar, we could have something like a profile text. There is a contact info. So these are the different components that we are going to do it. Education, we have languages. So these are the 4 components that we are going to create in the left sidebar. Okay. Is this clear?
Yeah, of course. It's a nice way to, it will help in debugging if we got in some
exactly. We'll not only just debug things, but we will also like try to convert everything into a JSON data. So if you are just giving another JSON data, this will completely get into a different one. So you get it right. So to that level, we are going to change it.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. So what I'm expecting here by the end of this workshop, I will give you one JSON key pair and that can be converted into a resume. Am I right?
Exactly. So Avinash, you might have one JSON key pair and there could be Anmol's JSON file. There could be Tushar's JSON file and there could be someone from the, let's try to find another person from the comment section. So there could be Sandeep's JSON, Shivlal's JSON, Srijan's JSON, Burva's JSON, or someone who came today, new Vilsi, Sonali, Akanksha, anyone's JSON file, and then immediately that becomes their own resume. So all you need to do is just edit your JSON content, which you are good with, and that's it. Cool, right?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Then
okay.
I guess I should make one JSON file by that time.
Yes, be ready. So now we have to work on these 4 things. So let's use S as the, see, if you see here and here, we have got, this one is experience. So let's put experience. Then this is about profile. We don't know whether this experience class is already being used in the CSS, so we don't want to mess around with that. That's why I put like -sec. So here we have profile text, contact info. What is this contact info? So this is really contact info. This one is education. This one is languages. So something like that we have got. And what we will be doing is let's create the same way. So this will be yes profile text, because on the sidebar profile text. So something like that. Yes profile text, we will create a new file. So s profile text.js. Then we have got what else? We have got contactinfo.js, s contactinfo.js. Then we have got s education.js. And finally, we have got slanguage.js. Okay, so we have got these 4 files right now. So what we need to do is we just need to create a functional component, arrow functional component. So that's exactly what I'm going to do now. So here, instead of this one, so this is yes contact info. I'll just copy this one, paste it over here. I'll just copy this, just add it here, and let's save it. Let's put it as contact info. And I'm just going to copy this whole thing, put it over here, save it, put it over here, save it, put it over here, save it. Okay. And what I'm doing now is we are going to use the S education here. So Command D or Control D in Windows. You have completed this one. S language. S language. S profile text. S profile text. So we have got all these 4 different, the sides of things. So what we are going to do is in the sidebar, this is the first thing. This is the first profile text. So I'm just going to copy it and then go to the profile text, paste it over here. Boom. Look at the size of the file. It is just like 21 lines. Got it? So this is exactly what we are trying to do. Okay. So this is done. So now we need to add s profile text. Boom. That's done. So the page looks the same. So next comes the contact info. Let's cut this. And we go to the contact info. Paste it over here. Save it. Go back. S contact info. Done. You got the contact info here. We have education. So I believe this is the education part. So cut it. S education. Paste it. And let's do S education. Save it. And then finally S language. So go back to sidebar. Whatever is there here, cut it. Let's go back to language. And S language. Boom, that's done. So I don't know what exactly I need to give it here. So that's the reason I haven't done anything here. So let's try to do S language here. And let's save it. So it says English, Russian, and French like this, in this way. So maybe I should do something with this div. Could be style and give width of 50% or something like that, maybe. Let's see if something happens to the English. Look at this. Boom. It is actually, yes, you have to use a width attribute here. I feel this is so bad, but still there is no other way we can fix this, but this. So something like that. Okay. So we have done the left sidebar part. So if you see the app.js, the maximum lines is 10 lines or 11 lines. If we see the main.js, leave the main.js, we haven't touched it. If you see the sidebar.js, maximum is 17 lines, which is fine. If you, because most of them, the 4 lines are from the imports. So we can just safely ignore it. So if you see the S profile text, this is simple. This is done. 20 lines of code, which is perfectly fine. If you see S contact info, this we might need to do a bit of a change here. We will do it. We'll do it later. and this can be actually reduced. We'll see what we can do here. So here, if I have const contact info is an array where I could see this list, right? This one looks like it is repeatable. Okay, so this is all same. The only difference is this phone. Okay, so first thing is I'm going to put an icon, which is phone. Then there is a text. So let's use text, and then we can give this one as the text. Okay, so let's try to build the same thing how they have built it before, and then we'll try to change everything. So instead of doing this again, I'm just going to do a copy paste 4 times, right? So we have phone, we have envelope O, we have this one, we have globe, we have this one, we have LinkedIn, we have this one, and we have another one as well. Okay, let's do it. What else we can do? So we have map marker and we have this one. Let's copy all these things. And what we are going to do is, what do we have right now with us? So we have got something like this from envelope. So we have 4 different items. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my mouse to select all these things like this. Okay, I did a blunder. Okay, so now I have got something like this, right? So I've got icon text, icon text, icon text, icon text. Copy this whole thing, paste it over here. Boom, that's done. So this is website. This is email. So email@gmail.com. So I've got all these things. So phone number, LinkedIn, and all this, right? So if you see this, where exactly is this being shown? It is here in this contact info part. Now what we are going to do is, this is one way of template. We will just take this one, get rid of everything else. See, there is only one contact info. Okay. And then what I'm doing here is I'm opening this braces. When you open a braces, it will allow you to write JavaScript code inside the JSX. So now here I'm going to use contact info, and I'm going to map this array dot map. So this is the info, right? Let's use info. And for each info, what I'm doing is I'm going to use this whole li. So let's save it. You have got 5 times phone. Really? No, that's not what I want. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a key here, because React, when it uses multiple things, it uses this way. So we need to use this. So we'll use the info.icon so that it is all different. Now, in this this one is dynamic. The FA phone is dynamic. So I'm just going to get rid of this FA phone. All the phone icons will go. So info.icon. Boom. Look at this. I got phone, email, website, LinkedIn, and location. So now this one, the text is wrong. So what I'm going to do is another simple thing, info.text. Great. Quickly done. It is not more than 40 lines of code because of the data. And the data will be removed soon because the data is going to come from the JSON file. Any questions so far? How is it going on?
So in the contact.info, where you used map function, here you use this operator to pass on the values?
So if you do a map function, so map will create an array, again, an array of these things, array of these elements. So for every, okay, I'm sorry, I haven't, I should be using this key on here, not here. Okay, cool. So yeah, so every time when this array is run, this particular will be one of the data here. So for every one iteration, this has the icon and this has the text from this. Got it?
Okay, so it's iterating over all the data that we have defined up, and then based on the values, it's fetching and placing it in its right place.
Correct. So at this point of time, we will be removing this part because this will be coming from the JSON, but still let us leave it here. Let's try to make everything look fine for the first attempt. Let's try to do something like this. Okay. And the next thing is, this is the contact info, but the first one in the sidebar is the profile text. So let's try to do const profile, which is another object. This is going to be an object. And here, the first thing is we need a name. So what's the name again? It's Tushar what?
Right, capital
Tushar
X.
Sinha.
Okay.
So it's Tushar Sinha. Then we have our image, which is coming from this thing. So we'll just copy paste it here. We already have the name here. And what is his role? Role? Tushar, what are you working as? Thanks, Akanksha. Thanks, Robin. Thanks, Sandeep. Yeah, I try to do everything in a lazy way possible. That's why. So what is our role here? Okay, let's put his role as web developer. So with this kind of a content, we will be doing this one. So class name photo, it is perfectly fine. Just this src should be profile.image. Name should be profile.name. Okay, so now you can ask me why is the profile.name hasn't changed, because we did not change it there. So I'll just paste it here. Boom, Tushar Sinha. And web developer here, let's paste as profile.role. Web developer. That worked. So we have actually completed two sections. What is the profile text? Another is the SC contact info, right? Yes. So we have got these two things. So if we go to the profile text, we have got this one. This is the data here. And we are done with this one as well. So let's go to the education section. Again, we can see that there are some repetitions here. So let's do const education. And this is going to be an array again. So each array element will have dates or years. So that's one thing. Then you have got degree. That's the second one. Then the third one is university. Univ we will just put. Okay, that's all is required. And there are 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there are three elements here. So what I'm gonna do is 1, 2, 3. That's done. Then H5, bam. No, let's use this. Okay, let's actually use this way. Okay, so after this H5, blah, 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 that's it. This is what I want. And here, we'll just do this way. Paste. Done. Perfect. Let's see, we have got the right one. Okay, great. Now, this is the repeating thing. Get rid of the nonsense here. So we have only one education section here. Bad. So what we will do is, we'll do education.map edu, and then let's copy this whole thing, put it over here. So 3 times he would have got the same university name, master's degree. Nope, not right. So we can do key. Let's use edu.yes, something that is unique. And then for all these 3 things, let's do edu.yes, edu.degree, edu.uni. Good, cool. Why it says university name in all these 3 things? Because we have given university name only here. So university name 1, university name 2, university name 3. Works? Happy? All cool? Yes, education is also done. Student 6th sim. All right. Don't you want to work in Google? We will put Google as the employer. Why not use hook instead of plain object? Because these all plain objects will be going into the JSON file, And then, okay, first thing, if you have a plain object, why should you convert into hook? Come on, Sandeep. If you answer it correctly and a convincing answer, I'm going to give you, say, 500 rupees. Okay, I'm going to explain the key again. So look at this part, okay? So if you see this particular list item is being mapped across, okay? There are 3 list items. The React library has to take care of which list item is getting actually changed or something like that. For that part, we'll be using key here, okay? Do you understand? So the key has to be unique so that React knows which element that is getting changed or something like that. Come on, waiting for your answer.
I want to give here. Yeah. Before answering the question, one tip I want to give here. So whenever Praveen asks any question, always remember he is the laziest person. Plus, he likes to automate stuff. So you need to think in. If we write a piece of code right now, we want to make sure that after a few days, I won't write it again. I just tweak it a little and it can be used for many purposes. So,
and also it has to be exactly. It should be reusable.
Yeah, that's a main functionality. Why we work? If we have to write same code, then I don't like that stuff. Actually, it's my personal.
And one more thing, Sandeep, to update the content dynamically, but we are just updating it only once. We are just fetching it from the JSON data, and then we are done. That's it. Nothing else. So that's the reason I'm not using any state or hooks or anything here. Yes, this is the pros of being lazy, or you can call it as smart as well. Thanks, Mihir. Thanks, Sonali. Okay, let's go on. Let's start working on this once more.
By this time, I also converted my PDF resume into HTML one.
Great. So we have done with the S education. The only thing that is left in the sidebar is the language part. Okay, again, we have got 2 things here. So const languages is going to be another array which has name and percentage. Any 4-letter word for percentage, something that we can say for here. Proficiency, percentage, 4-letter word. I want to just keep it simple, just 4 letters. Prof. Or mark. Mark. All right. So let's go with my languages here, if you don't mind, Tushar. So I'm really good with English, I believe. So let's use English and let's give a mark of, say, I still need to learn a lot. So 80. I'm really good in Tamil. So let's give 85. My mother tongue is Telugu, but still I suck at it.
How about instead of percentage, we write intermediate, beginner, expert?
Bro, because this particular design has got this nice numbers, you see.
We can't mess with the design to change
No. We are not messing with the design. That's what I was trying to say. We already have a design. How are we going to convert it into a dynamic stuff?
Oh, I got it. We have a progress bar which needs to be displayed. That's why we need percentage here. Got it.
Yeah. Even though Telugu is my mother tongue, I'm going to give only 65 marks for it. And let's finally give French. Silver play. What should be mine? I'll put 15. Worst me. So now I save this. It did not change anything because I haven't done anything here. Oh, look at this. This is shit. These people have done LI, UL, LI. Why are they doing this way? What will happen if I remove this one? Nothing happens.
Some extra unusual stuff.
So it looks like these people have got some mistakes as well. So that might be mitigated when you're doing something like React. So now what we are going to do is languages.map. Let's map on these languages and let's do lang. And here key is going to be lang.name. Okay, so I know English a lot like this. No, that's not what I want. Lang.name. Okay. What do you think about this? Okay, cool. But not everything is 50%. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put, oh, let the percentage be here. What I want to do is lang dot marker. Cool. I'm really good with, okay. I'm really good with Tamil. And then the next good thing is English, then Telugu, then French. So something like that. This is really quick to know what all languages that a person knows. And all the keys and everything is looking good. The console has no errors other than this default error that happens in the code sandbox. So cool. Any questions so far? Language is done as well. So looks like we have completed the whole sidebar, right? So sidebar, we have profile text done because we have const profile, const language, const education, const contact info. Everything is done, correct? Any questions so far? Oh, actually, yes, you're right, Tushar. We can use programming languages. Let's change it. Damn, why didn't I think of that? Where is this language? So which I'm good with 80%. Which I'm good with 85%. Let's use React. Let's use Node.js. 10% or 15% context API. I hate it.
Python 0.
Oh, you're right, man. For whoever comes here, Python 0.
You want to give it negative or 0?
Negative we can't give, unfortunately. That's the flaw. You cannot have a the ultimate 0 is 0. Ultimate minimum is 0. So to JavaScript. Yeah, cool. Hey, awesome, man. This is really good. Language is perfect. It's not a personal resume, it's a technical resume, which is a superb find. Okay, so now we have done this part. Okay, so the next thing which we are going to do is inside the src file, I'm going to also create a config.json. This is the JSON file I was telling about. Okay, so how would we convert quickly a JavaScript object into a JSON? Pretty tough, right? I have a better idea for it. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you how. Okay, so now the first thing which I'm going to do is I'm going to do const. What all things that we have got here? We have got a contact info. We have got a, okay. Let's go with this one. We have got these 4 things, right?
Contact, education, language, as well as profile.
So equal to this complete JSON. This is the complete JSON. Sorry, JavaScript object. So we'll just cut this one. Okay. It's contact info. So I'm just going to do the same thing here. This might be weird for people who are watching it the first time, but I'm going to show. I'm going to show you. I'm going to explain you how easy this is going to be. So this is the complete one. Okay. So profile text. Oh shit. No, this is not what I wanted really. Okay. Let's do one thing. Let's remove everything. So this is profile text. So contact info is here. So this contact info is not found here. So what I'm doing is I'm going to put it as a props. Okay. And then again, it's gonna kill everyone. So just give me some time. And sidebar, we have contact info. The first one, the next one is education. So let's use the education here. Cool. And this education needs to go into education as a prop. So education. Cool. This file is cool now. Undefined. Yeah, I know. Get lost. Then we have languages. So let's go back to our sidebar. Languages. And the first one is the profile text. Yes, please stay safe. Just wait. I'm fixing it. Profile. Because it's just profile. So if we go back to our sidebar, we have profile. So now what I'm going to do is these 4 things are there now. I'm going to put all these 4 things here. Okay. So how am I going to do? Copy all these 4, put it over here. Boom. Does it work? Does it really work?
Languages is not defined. No, we got error.
Because
it's not a big error. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like default errors. Boom, that's done. So if you look at any of the smaller files, anything that starts with yes, the maximum file size is 19 lines of code, 18 lines of code, 19 lines of code, 17 lines of code. Sidebar, leave this thing. If I just cut this part, it is again 18 lines of code. Got it? Perfect.
Yeah.
Now we have got our profile section done. Like, sorry, not profile section, whatever this thing is. Okay, so we have got these 4 things are given here. Okay, so that's something which we just did. Now let's go ahead and do the same thing for the main section. And remember, folks, we just started with
Praveen.
Yes,
I got an idea. Why should we go for the profile section? Let's give it as a task for these guys, and the winner will get something.
Hey, that's a good idea, right? How many of you are accepting this task?
We just have a similar task at the end, Avinash and Praveen. So yeah,
okay,
we can add this task in the end. So let's complete one section for them, and let them complete them.
Yeah, but I don't want Praveen to work on that. They should also
exactly. So we know how to split all these things again, right? So yes, let them do that. So for now, we will try to create the left sidebar to be dynamic. Okay. So now first thing, what we are going to do is we are going to convert this JSON structure into like JavaScript object structure into JSON. How are we going to do it? That's what we are going to do. That's what we are going to see now. So at this point of time, we can have something like a pre-tag. A pre-tag is a pre-formatted tag. If I put hello or something like that, you can see that it is actually showing it as a code. Let's try to give the nice code here. A lot of hacks I'm using right now. These are not the right ways to do, but still, let's go ahead. Given the background color, we can give white. Font family, we can give operator mono. Yeah, so it is already block level display. So margin 15.0. Okay, margin bottom 15px. Okay, so you have got something like this. So what is going to happen here inside this? I'm going to put my favorite friend of mine. It's JSON.stringify. And what does this do? So any element you give here, it's going to stringifies it and then sends over here. Okay. So now here, I'm going to use profile, contact info, education, languages. Has it converted everything into a JSON? This is not JSON. It doesn't have this double quotes and all. Look at here. It is perfectly JSON, right? So what I'm going to do, one more thing is make it content editable, true. So I click here, copy it. And then what I'm going to do now is inside this config.json, I'm going to paste it. But unfortunately, this is not just that whole thing. So I'm just going to open this again one more time, sidebar. And then I'm going to put this way. Okay. So we have got a sidebar which contains all these things. Okay. So this is the config.json that we are importing in the app.js. Import config from config.json. Cool. Now here, we need to give a prop here. We cannot use the sidebar the same way as this. So I'm just going to give data equal to config.sidebar. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is, instead of using so much code like this, right? Get rid of this one. All these 4 things will be coming from config. It all looks like this, but is equal to data. And where is this data coming from? Props. Boom. Works. There you go. So now let's go to, if you don't believe it, let's go here. Let's change the phone number to an Indian phone number. There you go. So I'm changing in the config.json file. It is getting reflected here. Got it? So email is like tushar@gmail.com. So all the changes that I'm doing is in this config file. So in case if you want to create a new config file of your own, you can just use this one and then just change it, paste it over here. Everything will get changed. As simple as that. So you can even change this, the colors of these things or something like that in case if you are interested. So we can try those things. And the profile, then all these things are, again, you will be using the same map function and other things. Maybe we can do another live stream, another one to complete this. But so far we have done this.
We just automated the resume. I hate actually editing my resume. After 6 months or so, I have to, but I hate it. I'm a Linux user. I don't use Windows or other. So for me, when I have to edit my resume, then open it stuff, then need to convert it from ODG to some other. So it's a lot of pain. But
it's really a painful task. Yes, I understand that.
Yeah, but using now this thing, it will be pretty easier for me. I just need to change the JSON file, and that's not a big thing for me. I can do it just by having coffee or
and also
whatever.
If someone needs another another one, just one simple file change, and then you will be getting the same thing here with you. That's it.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. So what I'm thinking is, if we go for another session, say, then this base part is good. We will be playing with some CSS part so that we can get more designs out of it.
Excellent. And we can also do more themes as well. So different colors, color combinations, different themes, etc. Those kind of things we can actually make it.
And we will also try to automate that. So it's not like just you can change the color and it will be, so no need to hardcore encode again with the help of some API or again. I have getting a lot of ideas in my head. We'll plan accordingly.
It was good for you, right? So far, whatever you have thought, you thought that for this live stream, I'm going to sit idle. I don't like it, blah, 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 blah. You said it's all good right now, right? So you really got something out of it.
I really enjoyed a lot. So basically, this JavaScript web development, it's completely not my domain. I don't even, I guess 3 years back, I have written.
Since it was not your domain, what do you think now? Do you want to switch to JavaScript?
Oh, switching is a big thing. I can't decide, just on the basis of one session. It's like I give you 30-minute Python workshop and you will switch to Python. That will happen.
No way. Hey, dude, if you do that, challenge accepted, man. I'm going to give you 10,000 rupees right there.
For what? For me, that I am switching to JavaScript.
If you try to convert me into a Python guy.
No.
I'm telling in front of all these 35 people who are watching right now.
Mm-hmm.
So challenge accepted. That's also an open challenge. I have been giving this challenge to a lot of people. Not a single rupee I have spent on that, because no one were able to, no one was able to convert me into a Python person from JavaScript. See, I know that Python is number one language, but still for some reason it is not actually getting to me. So
it's a choice. It changes from person to person. So what I personally do is, I know Python. I like Python, but these days I'm not coding into Python. My main language these days are I'm just using Bash and shell scripting. So and networking. That's all my domain became now. I'm more into cloud guy now. But
so
I really, I'm saying I really learned new things. I will try this map functions and things. I will start it bit by bit. I'm not converting into JavaScript, but it's usually my thing. When I attend some workshop, I liked few things from the workshop. I will go back, I will Google things and will try to do something, so that if I have given my 1 hour, it's not that I wasted it. I should have something learned from it. So that's what I do.
All right. So time for the surprise from Anmol.
Yeah. So guys, first of all, just fill this feedback form. I would be sending directly in the chat. So you guys,
can you send it over to me?
Oh, I guess I have sent it.
You won't be able to send it, I guess, because wait. Do you have
is disabled?
Are you a mod in this?
I guess no, I can just.
Okay. I'll just make you a moderator. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sandeep, yes, that is possible, but without CSS, it is not possible. Whatever layout change that you are doing, it is based out of CSS.
So I
Thanks,
just
Sandeep.
sent the feedback form. Guys, just kindly fill the feedback form. So it will tell us about the session. And guys, what about the surprise? First of all, what is made in this session? Just kindly, if you guys can have a better or just add a few things on this, it would be great. Just I will just share a GitHub repo. Just pull your PRs of your resumes, and the best resume would be awarded some great thing. That is to be yet to be disclosed on his email. So guys, I am just sending the PR repo link. Just put a PR there, and you would be getting something really awesome from Sudantech. So yeah,
And
I have
one
just
more
sent it.
surprise from my side. It's uncalled for, but I want to. So,
Yeah.
Praveen, you would like to host your code on GitHub so that these folks can see it?
It is already hosted. It is. I have given
I got
source
it.
code here. Yeah, source code. Let me put the link once again here. So I already gave the source here. So that is source. So let's close all these things. Let's not close all these things. So here is the source code. And here is the demo. Where's our demo? Where's our demo?
And guys, do
yes, we are waiting for. I'm really excited to see all these things, and I'm actually looking at the repo as well. Cool.
Okay,
nice.
So the one surprise that I have from my side is currently it's 13:52 p.m. UTC. So guys, you have time till 3/3 of no, that's too much. So you will have time. I'm only giving you 24 hours. So what you have to do is you need to complete the profile section, like Praveen completed the contact.
Breaking everything.
Yeah. So the person who will complete it the way Praveen did, automating the whole stuff, and you need to make a separate config.json file. You can't use the same JSON file. And the best person will be.
I mean, like the config.json, you just need to add more content to it. Use the same config.json because it is used by the sidebar.js. So all you need to do is add another thing, which is the main, and then try to use the same things. So whoever does the most creative and most easiest and most simpler thing will, Avinash, go on.
Yeah, you will be just on the basis of simplicity. I like minimalist. I am actually a minimalist person. Second thing, the automate stuff. So it's not like I have to go and change the code to do some changes. You need to automate it, and the best person will be awarded with some prizes. So I will create one Google form. We'll share it with you, and you have to submit it by tomorrow. You have time till 2 p.m. UTC, 2 of August.
And guys, do fill the feedback form
again
24 hours. On the basis of feedback form, we will only see the PRs which have filled the feedback form. So please do fill the feedback form.
So anyone needs any suggestions, guidelines, or like if you need any help, just connect with me on LinkedIn, and all these fellows LinkedIn things are there in description as well. I'll just add them. So go and spam their requests and make sure they don't sleep so that you can get some extension of the time as well. All right, then. Anything else? Any other questions? Okay, so there are a lot of challenge accepted and we'll try messages. So with that being said, thanks a lot, everyone, for coming in, and stay safe, stay home, and stay away from Corona. And see you all. Wave. Yeah, third wave. No third wave. Yeah. Please, no. Yeah, that will be like extreme. I don't think anyone will be able to handle it because I lost a lot of people, a lot of loved ones. So I know the pain.
Let's not go there right now. It's a great session. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Thank you, guys. Thanks for attending the session. And I hope you invested your time well here.
And also, I'm just going to leave the live for some more time. So if you have any questions or if you want to leave your feedback, just go ahead, leave the feedback and share this thing with everyone. Like take a full screenshot and put it on your socials so that others will also know and others will also learn something new. And since this is like a workshop, practical workshop, plus some kind of an assignment that you can do from what you have learned so far, I guess this is one of the good methods of learning things as well. What do you say?
And guys, feedback form would be available in the, I guess, description. Praveen would add the feedback form. So guys, do fill it. Yeah. Yeah, Avinash, go on.
Yeah, I'm saying I personally consider workshop is the best way to learn new things. If I have to learn on my own, I will go buy some course. I will watch one video. Then after a week, I will remember that, oh, I have bought this course. I need to watch the second video. But when we attend a workshop, it is in my head. I will go and learn new things because there are peers who are actually working with me. So it gives some kind of credibility. So of course,
also,
social media is the best thing.
You can also talk to the person who is teaching, and then you can also get your questions sorted. Like Sandeep has asked a lot of questions, and all the questions I hope I was able to answer everything. And there you go.
Yeah, and I am also glad that I am not just spectator. I just sit there for the whole session. I'm glad for that thing. So thank you, Praveen, for having me. I'm not of that much use, but still.
No, man. No one is like useless. Don't think that way. So thanks a lot. Even the audience were really awesome, excellent. Thank you so much for coming in. Stay tuned for more awesome things. And also, if you have not gone to HackACode, go check it out. That's also great. And it's cool. See you all then.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.